It's Laura Eubanks, Design for Serenity, with your succulent tip of the day. And I am in San Carlos, about to do some maintenance on an adorable little installation at the foot of Cowles Mountain. We haven't been here for 6 months. Oh dear. We had some really high winds a few weeks ago, and directly to my left is a huge pine tree. And I don't know how it possibly can have any needles on it because it looks like they're all here in my garden. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, one thing I can say about the detritus is it is job security because the plants all look pretty good. It's just a tremendous amount of detritus all over the place to clean up. A lot of leaf drop. Oh dear, look at the verticals. We also had some unseasonable heat that looks like they have fried. So we will be reworking the 2 verticals. This bird of paradise needs limbed back. I'll take care of that. Oh goodness, look at the Petalanthus bracteus. Yikes. You know, my strategy on this one, I know I've talked about this plant with you before, but I am going to be cutting these all up and resetting pieces. That's the only way I can see to work with this. What I should have done in retrospect, I got a macrocarpus. This is a different variety of Petalanthus. It's a smaller one. You can see the difference when you look at them side by side. This one, the macrocarpus, is a lot better behaved. It's not flopping around like the bracteus. But, you know, we'll work with it. We'll deal with it. Yeah, so I think pretty much today I may go after these aeoniums now that it's winter time. Well, it's technically fall, but I didn't want to mess with these when I was here 6 months ago because, you know, aeoniums are summer dormant. So we'll likely pull these out, cut them up, and reset them today as well. I've pulled the Petalanthus bracteus out by the roots. I've cut up pieces, which I'm going to cut this piece even a little shorter. Then I'm not going to wait for this plant to harden off because I live in Southern California and I don't have to. If you live in other parts of the country, you might want to wait for this to callus before putting it in the ground to avoid rot. But we ain't going to get any rain, so I got no worries. I'm just simply going to stick this piece back in the ground. And like I always say, if your succulent stands up, you've done your job. When your aeoniums get trunky like this, it's time to resize them. And fall, winter, and spring is the best time to do it. So simply pull the aeonium out of the ground, cut to a desired length, and reset. That's what I'm going to be doing with this whole stand. You have asked about air roots. What are they and what to do about them? Air roots are simply a succulent plant's really smart way of self-preservation. These roots are attempting to collect moisture. In times of drought, we will often see this occur. These are not imperative or important to the plant. They can be removed. They're a bit unsightly, kind of like a big old beard. So when I take out this stand of aeonium, I am not going to concern myself with those air roots. I'm going to work as though they don't even exist. I knocked this out in about, what, 4 hours? Yeah. And we're good as new. We reset the petalanthus, we reset the aeoniums, we reworked the vertical walls, we cleaned up all the detritus, all the pine needles, we reset some plants, we fluffed up the rock, and we're good for another 6 months. Let's take a look. This has been Laura Eubanks and Hannah Eubanks reporting for Design for Serenity in beautiful San Carlos, California on this warm December day with your succulent tip of the day.